Hello, when I went into this tour, when I went into this, when I sat down to do my makeup, I didn't have no clue what look I was about to do. I just knew that it was going to be popping because I just knew, I just felt it. I felt inspired, so I put together this look. And I haven't done a red lip on this channel before because I just haven't felt inspired to do one, but today I did. So if this is something that you want to see, continue watching. So of course I am starting off by moisturizing my face, and I'm using Avon Nurtura. Then I'm just putting on some chapstick because my lips were so dry that day. I don't know what was happening. Then I am using my NYX HydraTouch primer Beige just to add extra hydration under my makeup because I tend to get dry patches. Then I am taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow wigs in the color chocolate just to shape and line my eyebrows to prepare them to be fleeked. Then I am taking this Ulta eyeshadow called Glamazon to fill in my eyebrows to make them a greenish bluish tone to match my hair, and I filled them in the same way as I normally do. I have a tutorial on that, and I will link that below so that you can see my full eyebrow tutorial. But I am now adding Urban Decay primer potion to my lid and just blending that all over to prepare for my eyeshadow. Then I am taking this transition shade called Saddle by MAC and putting that in the outer corners of my eye just to add a little bit of dimension to my smoky eye that I'm creating. And I'm just using windshield wiper motions to sweep that color back and forth with a blending brush. Then I am taking MAC's Beauty Mark and popping that in my crease and just blending that out. So I'm like placing the color, and then I'm taking a less dense brush to blend out the color, and I'm just going back and forth doing those steps, just in and out, adding color and blending it. Then I am taking NYX primer base, and I am just creating kind of a cut crease, but not really, but I'm just using that so that I can replace my lid color because the smoke got down there. So I'm just sculpting out my lid a little more than it really is, but I'm just trying to define it more so that you can see more color than you normally would on my natural lid. Then I am taking MAC's Outre and placing that all over my lid. This was a hard thing to do, I'm going to say, because I didn't have time to let the primer kind of like set. But now I'm adding my glitter, and I'm using NYX glitter. I do not know the name. It rubbed off, but I will say it's some of their older glitter. But I just went in with that, and then the copper glitter that they just came out with, and I just put that there, and now I'm rubbing off any excess glitter that may have fallen off onto my face, smoking out my eye just a little bit more because I just didn't feel like it was smoky enough anymore. I felt like I blended it out, so I was like, you know what, we going make it smoky, and that is Ulta Galaxy. And here I am doing my liner. Something that I do suggest is using your finger, like your pinky finger, to use as leverage as you line your eyes so that you can have a steady and seamless like line, and you don't turn out looking like a panda. Which happens to me on some days, but today was a great liner day. Too bad I'm not going anywhere, but I appreciate it. Now I am taking NYX Illuminator in Gleam. My favorite. Like, I have to put this on. I don't care. I just have to. I'm just mixing that all over and setting that with Smashbox primer water. Then I am taking Iman concealer and corrector in the color Clay. I love this stuff. Like, if you don't want to use orange corrector, you definitely should invest in this stuff because it works better than orange corrector, to ask me. That's why I don't use orange corrector, because I just don't like how it looks. I feel like I still look orange. Even though people say you don't come out looking like orange, I feel orange sometimes. I'm taking my two foundations, which is the color Cappuccino by Mabelline, and it's the matte and poreless, and the color, what is this called? The color Amber by Milani, and that's the Conceal and Perfect foundation. And I just mixed those two together because the Conceal and Perfect is too light by itself, and the Cappuccino, it dries my skin out, so I just mixed them so that I can have the perfect like finish of not too matte, not too dewy, and it just works perfect for me. So that's what I went and did. And you just gotta make sure you get everywhere. I tend to forget to get between my eyes, so I've been working on that because I'll get out and be out and taking selfies and like hate everything because I got that one little space in between my eyebrows that I forgot. Then I am taking my LAgirl concealer in Fawn, and that's just like a brief like highlight, but not really. I just like using that because it's not too bright. But then I end up going in with LAgirl Pure Beige just to highlight. But for this, I went and blended in my concealer on the lower parts of my faces just so that it doesn't get dry, because I don't like that harsh stark white. But here I am putting the Pure Beige under my eye, and just to highlight the places that you want to highlight. And I'm actually using my foundation brush just to blend that out, and I felt like it came out very natural and seamless, and it didn't get cakey under my eye. Because of that, it just all blended seamlessly. Just blending that in, and then I'm taking my Sacha Buttercup and I'm just literally brushing some under there to set it. I'm not baking it because I just don't want to bake today. I'm not in the mood for that. You gotta be in the mood to bake. Then I am taking my Milani Multitasker foundation / setting powder, and I'm just buffing that over my foundation. And then I'm taking MAC Blunt to contour slightly. I didn't contour too much because I just didn't want to. I felt like it was a lot going on with the eyes, so I said I'm gonna just do my face a little bit plain. I'm not going to be out here looking like somebody's son with makeup on. And my camera just kept going in and out because the autofocus kept I was moving too much, clearly. But it ain't no moving too much when you beating your face. Then I'm using Flower Power by MAC to give me some blush for my cheeks. Then Pinktastic, my favorite highlight, under my eye and a little bit on the dot of my nose. Then I took my brush that had a little bit of saddle on it just to define my nose, not necessarily contour, just define it because it disappeared. Some black liner. That one so happens to be by NYX, but you can use any one. And I'm just lining my waterline. I was gonna do white and, you know, like make my eyes open a little bit more, but I did less dramatic lashes. Then I used the color Cherry Skies on the outside of my lips, and then Kitten Heels on the inside for my lip. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you all have a great day. And here goes my full look. Thank you so much for watching. Comment, subscribe, and share.